Hey everyone, Andrew Renee here. So this week's Q&A question has us feeling the warm in Fuzzies, meaning we are going to tell you about a moment, a character reunion, something in a video game that made us feel warm and fuzzy. And while there are a lot of these moments in video games, since they are kind of an uplifting medium across the board, I mean obviously there's some dark and scary stuff in video games too, but one of my favorite uplifting fuzzy moments from a recent game, and I really worked hard for it too, was movie night in Mass Effect Andromeda. So we got to meet all of these awesome new characters, teammates, NPCs throughout Mass Effect Andromeda, and while it was hard to let Commander Shepard and the rest of, her or his teammates go, I think this movie night quest really kind of defined what was great about interacting with your crewmates in the original Mass Effect trilogy. So if you guys never got a chance to play Mass Effect Andromeda, or you never completed that quest line, which I don't blame you if you didn't, it's long and it's a lot of steps. There's a really great scene at the end of it, which I'm not going to spoil, but you can look it up if you want to watch it. But it was a really nice, touching moment, and you got to have a little intimacy with the person you're romancing, which is cool too. So yeah, that's my warm and fuzzy.
I've played many games in my day that have made me feel a certain type of warm and fuzzy that could be taken very strangely. But the first one that comes to my mind is the ending of Final Fantasy IX. And I feel weird talking about the ending and spoiling the ending because it just got re-released on the PS4, and even though it's like a 17-year-old game, I just feel wrong about it. So all I'll say is that there's a very emotional, heartfelt reunion at the end of that game, and it's very warm and fuzzy inducing. The other game that made me feel very uplifted but very emotional in a tragic way, I know that makes no sense, but if you have played The Last of Us, the ending of that game as well, even though it's a very tragic conclusion to the story, it's very emotional and uplifting in seeing what the main character does in order to do things for another character that he cares about. I feel weird spoiling that too. I shouldn't. That game's old too. If you haven't played that one, get on it.
There's definitely one game that stood out to me when I got this question, and that was Child of Light. So Child of Light was a beautiful little game made by Ubisoft, and the art, the music, oh god, the music is so good. I actually used Aurora's theme as my wake-up alarm for a little while because it just made me feel good. The way that they had the characters speaking in prose, it was just really well done, and throughout the whole game I just felt really good. So if you're looking for a game to kind of uplift you, transport you to a special place, I think Child of Light is definitely your best bet.